Hi.
Hi, I'm Max, knitwear designer, children book illustrator, and recently I'm obsessed with the game Monster Hunter Story 2 Wings of Ruin. It's a mouthful. It's really a long title, but it's really fun, I swear.
Yeah, saying the name is fun.
Not that much.
Hi, I'm Vincent, knitwear designer as well, and yarn dyer, and starting to get reacquainted with traveling. It's exciting.
Fun! And welcome to episode 6.
6.
Did you also forget how to count? And today we're having a gin tonic. I think it's the same as last time.
No, last time was wine, I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
But we had gin and tonics, and today we wanted to have virgin gin and tonics because we're recording earlier.
But by the time everything was set up, it's close to
And
5.
also, isn't it like a celebration month this month?
Yes, at the end of this month, it's Halloween on the 31st. It comes each year.
Nope. Before that,
It's also this guy's birthday.
yay!
Bow.
And it's a month-long celebration for real. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm a princess.
Yep, and we're almost half through all his celebration.
Yeah, but not yet.
3 party done. Okay,
Okay, cheers.
fun fight.
Thank you. So I've mentioned that getting reacquainted with traveling because we took some vacation.
Some well-deserved vacation.
Yeah. And we went out west. We stayed in Canada. Didn't go abroad just yet. And we went to British Columbia.
We spent 10 days there total. 10 or 12. 2 days of traveling, 10 days
10
there.
days. Yeah, it was fun. We got to relax.
A lot of naps.
A lot of naps.
It was raining most of the time we were there, which means we got a lot of time for knitting, napping. It forced us to like stop and do nothing, which is sometimes really hard, and it was really, really helpful.
Yeah. We went to Vancouver Island, which is an island off the coast of British Columbia, and it's not where Vancouver is. Vancouver is on the mainland, and then there's Vancouver Island, where Victoria, which is the capital
Yep.
of British Columbia, is. And we had never been, so
No,
we
it was the first time.
decided to go there.
You can actually fly to Victoria directly, or from Vancouver take the ferry, which is an hour and a half or 2 hours maybe. It's really a nice little ride. You could see like.
Yeah, if you're already in Vancouver, you can take the ferry, and it's very fun. But to get there, we had a flight, and it's so far the shortest flight I took in my life.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
It was like 29 minutes from gate to gate, so it did like.
Yeah, so like 15 rows of the socks was pretty much the whole the thing
Yeah,
we could.
and then we stopped to
Yeah.
watch like the islands.
Yeah, and we stayed in Victoria, amazing city. Food was crazy good.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing for the local beer there were amazing. We went to the Beehive wool shop in downtown Victoria. It's the oldest.
Hi, guys.
Hi, you were really nice. It's the oldest yarn shop in Canada or in BC. It's from.
I don't remember. You had that stats.
Yeah, it's one of the oldest Canadian one for sure. It's really nice. It's really close to downtown, which was really nice for us to get to see. Loved it. And then we went to Squamish to visit Vincent's sister. This is where it was raining. In Victoria, we've been lucky enough. It was nice the whole time we were there. And then in Squamish, this is where it rained. But it was our 4th time. Yours like your 5th or 6th. I think you're trying to say you're a local there because it was your 6th time.
I just meant that I didn't need to do anything in Squamish. Like, I didn't mind the rain because I had been a bunch of times. It was my 5th and your 3rd. Because I went twice. Once alone with my dad.
Yeah, I've increased everything by 1, but it was my 3rd time.
Yeah. So, and yeah, it was nice to be able to do nothing. And just see my sister. Because I love her. I love you.
And then it was Knit City Mini Vancouver, which was our first event from before the pandemic. So it's been 2 years since we did any kind of event. It was freaking nice to see people. And the fact that it was a mini version of everything, so the booths were smaller, but it was still in the same huge space as the last time.
Well, it was half this huge space.
It was half. It still felt quite large.
Yeah, it was, well, because it's huge.
Yeah, it's true.
Normally. And now I think they had divided if not in half, like there was only part of the normal space, but there was half the number of vendors or something like that. And
it was mainly locals that went to this yarn event. Some people from Calgary flew in because it's still close to them. We were the furthest that attended because we it was really nice to do like baby step festival. Didn't freak out or anything. There was enough space for everyone was masked up. It was really nice, and we got to meet so many people that we follow online, and got to meet old friends that we haven't seen for the past 2 years, which was amazing. We've been able to have dinner with Tracy, Jody from the Grocery Girls, with their friend Amber or Autumn, depending on the day she's at. It really felt like no time has passed since the last time we saw each other, which was really nice.
Yeah.
We also got to meet the owner of Little Red Mitten, or the dyers behind Leo and Roxy, which are Carrie and Jolene. Listen, if you haven't watched their podcast, do it. They're really, really fun. They are the same thing as they are in the podcast in real life. We laughed the whole time in the car on the way back to the hotel. It was lovely to meet them.
And it was the best hotel parking ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they have a new pin which has the best title ever, and it's Awkward as Flock. Love this. I'll show you later because I have it. It's really, really something.
And we also met Candice and Nicole from Stash Lounge in Calgary, from the store Stash Lounge. And Max and I had been talking with Candice for a while, just on Instagram, but we actually had never met, and so now we're BFFs. Yeah,
we actually got a hamster because of Candice, and I've asked her a lot of questions about hamster care and everything because hers is the cutest.
Yeah,
and she also has a bird which Vincent wants, but I don't because
it's called Yoshi.
Yeah, but birds are assholes. They're not fun.
But it's called Yoshi.
Yeah, it's
green.
Yeah. Since we went to Knit City, of course we bought some things, and this was actually my first fiber festival as a spinner. I saw a lot of pretty yarn, but my mindset was fiber. This is how I was behaving. And Candice and Nicole were both spinners too. Each time we're seeing some fibers, one of us was screaming at the other one, and we're just rushing to go get it. That's a nice way to shop, which was really fun. My first stop was at West Coast Colors. It's a shop that I've shopped. It's a shop that I've ordered online before when I started spinning. They have curated bats that I've made. They had braids also. But their shop hasn't been updated since last summer, so I was dying to be able to attend their booth and have a farm and everything. So this is the bat that I got, the braid that I got. I actually got 2 of this one that I'm going to actually ply together. The other one was more the same color.
Solid.
It was more of a solid, so I've actually put it in my drum carder and added some black and some gray just so I could add some depth to the 2 ply that I want to create. I had an idea in mind when I actually saw it. So this is the first thing that I got from West Coast Color. And festivals are great because you get to discover new people that you haven't heard about, and new to us actually. I don't know when she started. And this is a bath from Elizabeth Fiber Work. It's a pale white, pale gray with some hint of pinks, blues.
That's very cute.
Yeah, I'm excited to spin this one.
If I was a spinner, if only.
Well, it's still really cute because it looked like a fluffy cloud.
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, again, a new dyer to us. It was Sunday Fibre Co. I got one skein of her mohair.
Yeah, I really liked her booth and her palette.
Like-
It's not my palette, but it was gorgeous.
All of these colors could be found as solids in her own
Yeah.
shop. Everything was like white, like muted,
Pastel, muted.
yep.
Yeah.
and I felt like this one with a DK, a gray or dark gray, would look really, really great.
Yeah.
This is why I got it. I didn't have any project in mind. I just thought that it was pretty. So I wanted it.
Yeah.
And she's located in Vancouver also.
I'm super bad at shopping at festivals. I like going in all the booths and looking at the stuff, but if I don't have like a specific project in mind, I am so hesitant to buy anything, even though I like what I see. So I almost didn't buy anything.
You create mental notes
Yes.
of what you like and what you see.
Yeah, I remember like every booth and everything that we saw. Like mentioned, like Sunday, I remember like how it was placed, and like I saw like the Bad Hannah store and like various things. But
But just to give you an example, I will be going into a booth shopping, you would be chatting with someone, and someone came to see it and they were like, only one Garçon?
yeah,
Because I was busy shopping and we were talking with other people.
because we're not attached
All the
at
time,
the
no.
hip. Sometimes I let him go a little bit to go buy stuff.
I'm allowed.
But I bought this from Pearl and Hank. It's a company from Manitoba, and they were in a booth with Longway Homestead.
Yep.
So I bought that because it's a little Notions leather Notions case, and it opens up, and you get like all of your Notions. So there's little pencil, little thread snip. There's a tapestry needle here, and then there's a tape. Candice is mad at me because there was a pink tape and a like mint tape, and she really likes mint, but I chose the white one.
So that's it for our Knit City haul.
Hole.
Knit City haul.
Hole. Hole.
Haul.
Hole.
That's what we bought at Knit City. And of course, because you could shop online, I might have ordered some stuff on vacation that arrived when we came back home. And the first package that I got was these 4 skein of Spincycle. They are the same color. It's like a dark blue with hints of grays and black.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna design a yoke with this. Maybe a scarf or a yoke, but I want to play with the little fade that the colors will create together. They're really good. So this.
We also got some to the Macks Yarn Co. from Jody.
It's on our Pride Parade colors. We both have the same kits, except mine is on DK and yours is on fingering. And it's a new base for me that I'm looking forward to try. It's our 75 superwash merino and 25% nylon. Because I've made some DK socks before, and there hasn't been any nylon in it. I've wore them like 10 times each pair so far, and they're still going great. But looking forward to try it out with nylon.
Yeah, and because it's merino, you kind of need a nylon. If it was, I don't know, 100% BFL.
But since it's a thick
DK,
yarn, I
yeah.
felt like it's gonna.
Yeah, and you wear them inside. So it's
Yeah, true.
not
Wearing them. Also,
also,
yeah, I've purchased a lot this month. Well, last month, because this month is not that much. Kindred Red did an update with Sock Blank, and I've actually bought 2, and the second one I've already wound it up as a skein, blocked it and everything. Because when we were talking with Candice, she knitted before a sock from a Sock Blank, and she said that the unraveling of the yarn can be a little bit annoying because it's not as straight as in a skein as it would be in a skein. So I decided to just like block it, and I wanted to see exactly how it's gonna look like. And what I love about her sock blank, in the description, it's actually a sock blank that she put under her bottles where she mixes all her colors. And since she always uses some bright color, it's the little splash on it will be exactly what this is. So those are all mainly one of a kind, which is something I really like. Looking forward to do socks with them.
And then we have more sock yarn. We got from Christine at Les Arts Textiles du Témiscouata. She makes her own self-striping with her own base. So we...
they're already divided in half, and it's 60 gram total.
And then we have also a little mini skein to go with it. So those are the stripes that we're gonna have on our sock, and then we have that. It's 80% BFL superwash and then 20% nylon. It's called La Mort.
This was actually our first time being able to get some of her self-striping yarn, because this takes a lot of time to make, and they're really, really special, so they always go quite
super quickly.
Yeah. So we were eating spaghetti, and I saw like the shop update was online, and you were like eating and shopping at the same time.
Yeah, I had like a fork with food in one hand, and then my phone reloading the page, and then as soon as they appeared, I like dropped the fork and like got two. There you go.
My last purchase, it's not yarn, but it's related to yarn. It's a brand new bag by Jesabelle B. It's another... Christine is actually from Quebec, same thing as Jesabelle. And you might have seen these bags before. It's her first time doing it with industrial wool, so it could stay by itself, and you just open it, put some yarn in it. And these type of bags, you can actually knit from it. So you just like put it in your hand here, and you'll be like knitting, and it's just right there. Love this. And
while waiting for your spaghetti to cook.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna have something white like. Well, the spaghetti, yes, not the sauce. And I have my awkward as flock pin.
Yep.
Right on it.
Cute.
Yep. So this month I haven't purchased anything, because last month I was quite...
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's actually...
I don't think I'm...
We purchased something yesterday. Well, it's a club.
I didn't purchase it.
Yeah, purchase yours. Olan is making another mystery club for our mail yarn, so we wanted to make sure we grabbed it. Yes. So that's what we bought.
We'll show it when we receive it. What are you wearing?
It's my new sweater. It was almost my Knit City sweater, but I finished it on Sunday, the day before we were leaving, and we actually went to Knit City on Saturday. So I was close to finishing it, but this is it. It's the So Basic sweater. I've designed this, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. It's a fingering sweater, but I've actually adapted mine for hedgehog fiber Tweedy Noir, which is more of on the DK weight side, but it's a light DK. So I've made a gauge that would be done with either sport or DK. And there's supposed to be here, well, there is a motif, a red motif, 7 knits, 1 purl the whole way through. But since it's really a dark yarn with some little tweed, you really don't see it.
I see it
up
close.
Up close. But it's not as a big statement detail as it is in the
fingering weight version.
Yeah. Which honestly I don't mind, because this was meant as a sweater to make the yarn shine. This is what I wanted. And if you ever want to knit with either of the
I'm gonna steal it.
You could.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I just? say yes.
Yes, you could. You said you could. It's on video.
Because it's like a black sweater is something I will always wear like every day, and this one with the tweeted effect, I do feel like it looked like a galaxy with a little spot of colors and everything. It's really comfortable to wear. It's a bit on the rustic side, but still soft at the same time. So here I will find it a bit itchy sometime. But honestly,
it's really pretty on camera.
Yeah,
like it's pretty
in real life, but
it looks so good on camera.
Quite
good
easy
job.
to make. Thank you. So this was my main project that I brought in Vancouver. So it has little memory attached to it. I also wanted to put the black leather pocket that Jesabelle has made that I have since the release of the last pattern. I found it. I've put it somewhere for safekeeping so that I could actually...
Oh, you did find it?
No, that's the thing. I put it for safekeeping somewhere where I will know where it is when I'm going to be ready to seam it. I was ready to seam it, and I've just totally forgot where I've put it for safekeeping. And I've actually...
So you had it before starting this sweater?
Yep. I've put it on the yarn to make sure it was looking great, but then I just forget.
And sometimes he does that to my stuff. It's like, oh, it was just there. I just picked it up and put it as like...
I'm a bit cleaner. It's just I never remember where.
So I'm like, where did you put it?
Away.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah. So maybe one day there's gonna have the pocket, which I think is gonna look really nice. Here, sorry. It does look great without it too. So I might just, if I miraculously find it, I'll just add it to it. But yeah.
My Knit City project.
Did you finish it before or just?
Yeah, I finished it there. Right? Yeah, I finished it in Squamish.
No, you did in Squamish just before. I didn't block it at home, but you finished it in Squamish just before we're leaving for Vancouver.
No, I think I finished it on the plane. Did I? I don't remember. I knit it a lot.
It's your British Columbia project, let's just say that.
Boo boo. So it's the Flèche shawl by Jill Zielinski.
I can hide myself while you talk.
Yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna. Oh, gorgeous. It's a shawl that Jill, that we had a collaboration with Jill. She sent us a little swatch of that shawl and said, "Do you guys want to work with me?" And we said, "Yay, yes." She designed the shawl with my yarn. She used Cheryl's Gold. It's the yak sock base.
It's fingering
weight, and it has like a gray undertone to it. On the neutral one, the natural one, like undyed, it's gray. So she used Cheryl's Gold Gray, Cheryl's Gold Gray, this one. And here, instead of my gray, which is here, it's Emma Stone, but she used
Vincent's Highland Co.
No, I think that's the
Jill.
Yeah, she used. Okay. I created a color just for her, for that project.
Yeah, it's named Jill's Dusty Rose. Yeah. It's a dusty rose.
It's
a dark pink on the grayish side. It's really gorgeous.
It's like a old pink.
I actually have a project with this color that I'll show you later on.
And then for my fluorescent yellow / green, she used Vincent's Highland Co, which is this color. I could have pointed here, this color.
So you started this one as a test while she was sending it to testers?
And I think I showed it last time, and I was like just past those arrows here. Like I was just like one row after them. And so the first plane, I did up to like everything up to the second one.
I really love the end of the shawl. It was such a quick project.
Yeah, it's super quick. It's 2 skeins of the main color and then 1 skein each of the contrast colors, and you don't need all of the skeins, so it would make like really great socks because it's a sock yarn. It has nylon in it.
You can make a matching hat.
Oh, matching hat. Yeah, I'm gonna make a matching hat. I don't know. I wanted to make one for myself. Really love it.
It's named Flèche, which is arrow in English.
Because all of those little details are like little arrows pointing toward the center. For me, Cheryl's Cold Gray, Emma's Stone for the gray, and this one doesn't have a name yet, but it's one of the colors that are gonna come soon in a special neon collection.
And like we said the last time, I also wanted to be part of this collaboration because I don't like to be left out.
Nope.
No, it's just that I had a really good idea, and Jill is someone that I really admired for her work and her designs. I've made an enamel pin that goes with the shawl. It's a little white-tailed deer that is actually wearing the Flèche shawl. It looks really good on you.
Thanks. I don't really like wearing shawls.
But this one...
Well, I won't wear it like that. Like right now I'm just showing it so that it's pretty. But I'll have it with my black, my black winter coat.
Yeah. Actually, why you
That's why I chose this colors.
When she launched the pattern, we've made kits, and the enamel pin is available in our shop. We will be restocking the kits online also with the original colorway that she used, since this one was quite popular, and for good reason. It's really, really stunning. So we'll have this one out.
After this is posted, so we're good.
Okay,
well,
so it must be in the shop right now.
Yeah.
I finished a lot of things this month, and just before leaving, I've bind off this huge shawl. This is the Melted Mirage shawl by Stephen West, and it's a lot of tassel. And yeah, I've seen the shawl without the tassel. It's nice. But with the tassel, I do feel that they add so many volume to it. It's so squishy. This would actually be a great beginner's project for someone that want to learn how to do brioche. The beginning was the hardest part for me, and I've actually made a little boo-boo here, but who cares? It's at the beginning of the shawl. I didn't drop any... stitches or anything while doing it. It was really comfortable to knit, and it's a really, really large gauge, so it went quite quickly. I think I've knit this one in 2 weeks or 2 weeks and a half, and this wasn't my only project. It was easy, it felt nice, and I'm gonna put it.
That's a big shawl.
Yep.
Mine is a tiny shawl.
It's really fluffy. I've used on the back here, the little mint, it's chin fiber melted baby suri, and this is the color Stunt. And all of the other colors are from Olan. They're mostly from monthly clubs that I've collected and made a fade for myself. And that's the thing, when I finished it, all the colors that I've put together, I liked it, and I thought it was going to be a seamless fade. But you could actually really see the rows in between. I was a little bit disappointed about that, but when I put it in my neck like that, you really don't feel any of the big separation.
Yeah, you just mostly see the...
Yeah, and you get a little peekaboo of pink, which I love big shawls. They're so fluffy.
They're so fluffy.
Yeah, and adding the little tassel took me like a whole day just to attach it, cut it, and wrapping it around like a bag of porkies. So that was my measurement. What? What? Love it.
Yeah.
I've also finished something else.
Yes. I finished other stuff as well, but we talked about it.
Secrets.
I can't show it. And one, God, I wish I could show it because it's so pretty.
Yeah.
But can't show it.
Soon.
January. It's not soon.
I finished these socks that I started the last time. This was my little project when I was tired of working on a sweater, or if I wanted a little something to knit, like while we were socializing or playing games with Vincent's sisters. These are just ribbed socks, no patterns. It was the July monthly club No, July Mystery Club from Murray Woolgood and Company. They have a little stellina to it. So a little sparkle. I don't know if you get the sparkle. So now I've took the photo. We've sewn it in the podcast. I'm going to be able to wear them.
I also had the sock with that yarn started, but I'm not showing it because I only maybe did that.
Because I'm team toe up, East team top down.
Yeah, we talked about it last time.
But
and
look,
most of the comments are cuff down.
But
sorry,
doing toe up means you get socks done.
No, doing 50 stitches sock.
Also
mean
no, these are 60.
Oh,
58.
Wow.
Yeah,
58.
But see, cuff
it's 72.
Toe up goes faster than cuff down.
Because
no, this isn't true. Don't quote me on this. It's just me that knit quite fast, or no, I knit at a correctly amount. I knit at a correct speed. It's just that I don't look at my phone every 5 minutes, or I stay connected to what I'm doing, which is
you
why
have 58 stitches and not 72.
Also, you're still there.
No, maybe this.
I'll just take this one out because
it's hot in here. Yep. Even though it's gray and raining outside. Next, talking about socks, we have a mystery sock club as well. If you haven't received your first installment of our Mysterious Forest sock, I'm just gonna
close your eyes.
Close your eyes in a few seconds. Sorry, because I'm about to show it. So this was the first month. There you go.
It's so great.
Yeah. It also is a stellina base, but it's a bronze stellina base, and it's one that we hadn't seen before. Never had seen it, and it's a lot less sparkly than the silver and gold version.
It's more subtle.
Yeah. It's very subtle. It's a subtle sparkle, and if you put it under the light, you really can't see it, but it won't show like this on camera. And then we had this little foxtail progress keeper that Max designed. It's super cute.
Because with it there was an enamel pin.
Yep.
Of the little fox.
Because we said that the colorways were gonna be inspired by the illustration that Max did. So there was a fox on it, and there were two other animals.
Yep. That you'll see.
You'll see the second one. So that was month 1, and it was the fox. The colors are not really literal fox colors.
It's just the three of them will really go together, because this is how we like to design and work stuff.
So it's a little dusty rose. It looks like Jill a little bit. It's a little bit more variegated, however, and I have some little dark green speckles on it. I think you can see over here. And I really like doing speckles.
I love the way you're doing speckle. The recipe you found how to make this one.
Yeah, I really like the technique and stuff that I found, and I didn't find it.
You played around.
I played around and I asked questions, and people guided me a little bit. But then, so that's the first month.
We also have month 2.
We have month 2,
but it's not shipped yet.
It's ready to ship. Oh, the other side. Month 2 is the crow.
It will leave at the end of the month. At the beginning of next month. So I just finished
first week of November.
Yeah,
first week of November. These are gonna go out. You're gonna get, if you are subscribed, you're gonna get your tracking number, and we'll show it when we're ready to ship the third and last month.
They are so fun to make. The whole design process behind it, the fact that we go back and forth together to create colors, to create the pins and everything. They're quite
and exciting. The pin is different. I don't know if we've seen it, but the pin is different from the other pins in that it's like a rose gold.
Animal this time, yep.
Yeah, enamel on it, so it's not pure gold, and it's so pretty. Yep. Oh, and look at the card, like, just the
tree.
The three on not the three, the tree.
Three.
On the card.
Yeah, no age.
Yeah. Oh, so gorgeous.
And last thing that I finished, it's hand spun. This one was from a bat that I created myself, that I carded myself. It's once again a lot of dark grays, but I've added a lot of fiery orange and reds to it. There's like a little bit of blue, but I think it's gonna create a really nice effect in stockinette stitch or whatever kind of stitch, but the little red or oranges will be quite fun to knit. This one is, I think I got Sport or Light DK. I'm not sure. 122 gram, 330 yards. So I'm guessing that's mostly what I'm able to spin now. So. And I didn't spin the whole time we were on vacation. I didn't want to bring my drop spindle and break it and my suitcase was quite filled. So I didn't want to like pack fiber.
With all that he bought.
Yeah. Earlier this month, I released the single malt pattern. This one that I've designed in Dyed by Dells. That's you. British Arab, which is like a more heavy worsted iron weight yarn. The original sample was knitted in Vincent's Highlands Co. Yeah, that's the name.
There's an S too many, but yeah. Vincent's Highland Co.
Vincent's Highland Co.
Yes.
Okay. I got to wear this sweater for the first time at Knit City, because usually when I finish my sweater, I don't wear it before taking the photos and everything, just in case I don't drop anything on it or like, because I'm clumsy. So I've waited the whole time, and then it was summer, so I was quite happy to be able to wear it at an event, and I freaking loved wearing it. It felt really nice. Again, it's on a rustic yarn, but it's not itchy at all.
Nope. I have nothing under. Like I don't have an undershirt on it, and it's perfect.
And it breathed a lot, and the pattern is fun to do because it's easy to memorize. So I've decided to cast on a second one, but this time around.
Why not?
Yep. And I've made this one earlier this year, so it's been a lot of time in between, which I don't mind. And I'm someone that if I love a pattern, I really love knitting it more than once, just because you know what to do, you know exactly how the fit is gonna be, and you just have to play with color now.
Mm-hmm.
And well, you'll see that it's not like the most colorful thing.
Let's play with color, Max.
It's in one of my favorite bag, the Pleister bag. And yeah.
Oh look, undyed yarn.
It's pale gray. And this is where I am so far. It's a bit wrinkled.
This is the natural undyed version of this yarn?
Yep.
Of the British Aran. Yeah.
And I've actually seen 2 or 3 testers used a yarn that is this color, and it looks so great once knitted.
Yep.
So
I think one tester actually tested it in
exactly
natural.
This one.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to have like a go-to easy with everything. And I think the first weekend, did we have a 4-day weekend not so long ago? I think we had.
Yes.
I've been able to
Thanksgiving.
Ours? The Canadian Thanksgiving?
Canadian
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I've been able to knit from the collar to the separation of the sleeve during the whole weekend, which was Iron weight sweater goes so quick. So this is what I have so far. You could see if you go on the Ravelry page, the testers have uploaded photos of their test, and a lot of them used our yarn, which is amazing, and they've picked out different color, so you get to see what this one would look in red, which was Lyra's hat. We've seen
Carmen's Story.
It's a really dark aubergine, purple
eggplant.
Eggplant.
Yeah, but darker. Yeah, more dark than Gerald's eggplant. I think someone did it in Gerald's as well.
Did Emily did Mini Sweet or was it Cardi's?
Yes, yeah, that was Cardi.
Cardi,
But there was a mini as well.
Mini Sweet.
Yeah.
Yep.
From I think it was. Is it Rebecca from?
Yeah,
Vancouver?
Becca from
Becca.
BC. Yep.
Yeah, from BC. I think she did it in.
It was
the
really
minis.
fun
Yeah.
because we didn't see, this is like a brand new base to you, so we didn't get to see a lot of project knitted with it. But now seeing a whole sweater with a whole collar, you really get a good idea of how it's gonna look like.
Yeah, and like it's a good sweater to pick any color.
Yep.
Like sometimes people just don't want to mess up, and like for example, like this shawl, if I look at all the emails asking me for when it's going to be restocked, everyone wants the original colorway. Like most people want the original colorway. This one,
You could
all
play
the
around.
testers that chose my yarn chose different colors.
And other testers have used some lightly speckled yarn or small variegated, so mostly tonals. The stitch pattern will actually break the potential pooling, which is a great thing for this. And you don't need to only use hand-dyed fiber, because I know it could be quite expensive, quite fast.
Yep.
Mostly with iron weight, because you need a lot of skein that are pricey.
Yep.
Vincent, on one of his posts, I don't know if you remember.
Actually, I'm gonna make another post, and it's gonna be there when this is published. But I'm gonna make. I have a post with a few different suggestions, and from really not expensive yarn to like middle of the road commercial yarn. It's my yarn. I'm happy to dye some for you, but the smallest size I think is 5 skeins.
Which goes, yeah.
But then that's the smallest one. So normally people are like in size 3 or 4 or 5. So you get like to 6, 7, and 8 skeins of yarn. And it's not the cheapest yarn to dye. So it gets expensive really quickly. But there's a lot of great substitutions in my post and out there. Any wool or partly wool plied yarn is going to be like great for that.
So we'll link the post below so you can
Yep.
actually see all the recommendation. And if Ravelry is accessible to you, you can see other people's project, and would just be a great way to get inspired which what kind of brand of yarn you could actually use for this one.
Yep.
And it's totally unisex. The fit is great. This is why I'm doing it again. I've casted another project this weekend, which I wasn't supposed to cast on right away.
Talking
But-
about stuff that you bought
Yeah.
this month.
Um,
I didn't buy anything this month. I bought so much last month that I didn't buy anything this month.
yeah.
Sorry. You can go ahead. I'm done with my imitation.
Well, I'm buying stuff and I'm knitting with,
Yeah, that's
Most of them,
That's good.
but
You're
yeah.
not just stashing it.
yeah. But this one I had a really specific project in mind. I'm a big fan of Brandy Cheyenne Harper. She mostly do project with chunky yarn. I did 2 years ago, I forgot the name of the jacket. It was a pattern with Pearl Soho. I think she did 3/4 sleeve and same thing 3/4 here. And I've made mine with long sleeve and a longer cardigan and added ribbing at the border and at the bottom. And this was so fun to knit. And I've made this cardigan in 5 days during Christmas break. It was crazy. It goes so fast. And now she has came up with a new pattern, which I've never seen anything that looks like that. It's called the Shawl collar. It's so epic that I really wanted to make it. I didn't know what brand of yarn I was going to use. And then one night I wasn't sleeping. I think it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was in bed. And I just went on Pearl Soho and ordered everything I needed for this project. And the yarn she
Why don't you
used-
buy me stuff when you're not sleeping? Okay, go ahead.
So I got the quantity I needed to make the shawl from Pearl Soho. It's the Gentle Giant. It's 100% merino. It's a pale green. Hers is white with a hint of beige, but mainly white. And I've casted the project. This was only 2 days of work. And I really don't know which part of the collar I've made yet. You will make 2 big panels identical, and at the end you will seam them together, so you could actually put it on your neck and fold it in. It's just epic, and I love really warm things. It's garter stitch with some little brioche, which brioche looks so good in like a giant knit like that. And I've sent the pattern to our friend Jean-Philippe, who loves big projects like that.
You showed him, not sent him.
Yeah, I showed him that I had this intention of doing this, because every Thursday we see each other to watch RuPaul Drag Race. Now we're watching UK and Canada at the same time, which is a little bit too much of Drag Race in one night. But we're committed, so we're doing it. And on Thursday I've shown him the pattern, and on Friday he just texted me and like, well, I'm getting out of the subway. I purchased the pattern and I'm casting on when I arrive because I have the yarn and the needles and everything. So I'm like, well, I'm casting it on too then, because I want to make it at the same time as you, and I'm not going to wait 2 weeks because it's going to be done. This could be like a quick and short project. He's doing his in a dark charcoal and maybe some color blocking. I'm not sure exactly, but yeah. So we're doing a small cal of 3 days now. It's going to take me more like a week or something.
The two of you?
Yeah, the 2 of us. We're going to be able to be twinning in photos. Love her work. And
I have stuff too. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. Well, one thing is coming. The other one's a secret.
I'll show you the color first. When Vincent dyed Jill's Dusty Rose, I was totally obsessed with it. Love the color. It's mostly on either the yak base or the British base, which has more like a gray undertone. I loved it because you might have an idea that I love everything that is olive green. And I love it a lot because this goes quite well. Yeah. But this, and I needed, again.
I have to tell myself sometimes.
Yes.
I'm good.
And I needed a third color, and you know, gray for me is a color. So I wanted to design something with this color palette. Can you hold them? I'll just show you everything before and then what it is. I love olive, I love grays. What else do I love? Cereal alpaca. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Nice presentation.
Yeah. This is going to be a cowl. There's going to be a motif on the outside in these 3 colors. And there's going to be, again, a lining in cereal alpaca. Because it's so fluffy. It's so comfy.
Yeah, it's going to be so soft.
I had my idea in mind of designing a cowl that has a lot of structure, which is why there's going to be a lining and a slip stitch pattern around that is quite stiff. So I wanted something that really holds itself. And I love when there's a lining of cereal alpaca. This is what I have so far. I see it as the big brother of the snuggle cowl. You get to play with 3 colors here. You always have only 1 color per row. So when you're not knitting it, you're slipping it. And I've started the lining, which is there. And this is Alex Snowfield. And when I'm going to be done, I'm going to do the lining again, the inside. Really fun, easy to memorize pattern. I don't have any name yet. It's just something that I've casted on last weekend. And I love working with British DK, which is the weight for this one.
Yes, that we're going to have in the shop.
Soon. We're going to get a big restock soon.
The restock, I don't know, but the
boxes of yarn are coming in for you to dye.
Like 20 boxes of yarn. I ordered a custom spin. A lot of boxes.
New design. Who dis? Still have some time to work on it.
Now, for me, I have one thing. Well, I was not going to show you. Well, I'm not going to show you the sock that I work maybe an inch or an inch and a half of leg on it. Again, in my Heidenheimer number 3 bag. It's the Vertices Unite that I've got to finish. I got to finish that little corner that I've showed you that I was missing. A little bit of mohair. You can see here where I joined the the new mohair. So I really only had like this much. So I bought an entire new skein because that's what you do. And then I finished that and I started section 4.
Wrong side.
Wrong side. Well, it's garter, so it's almost the right side. But so section 4, I'm using again leftover Cheryl Skull Gray Oniac from my Oxonian. This little thing, which is Meredith's Gray, one of the first skein I dyed. I mentioned it. It's on Merino sock. So I'm hoping to finish this section and be done with that gray.
Do you have like 2 sections left or just 1?
I think there's 6
left.
Yeah. No, there's 6 total, so there's 2 left.
Okay. Oh, there's one tiny one at the end, so we got really almost done.
Yeah, I'm almost done. And next time it's going to be done. And then I just wanted to show you what I was going to use for the next section, which is this and this. And I'm going to stripe them this time. Like this one. And not marl them like this one. So I'm going to stripe this and this. This is La Bien-Aimée Merino single. I used that in the Volcano Trail. So that's the Volcano Trail leftover. And this is another Merino single from La Bien-Aimée, I believe, but I don't know where it's from. But I have it left over, so I'm going to use that together. There you go. So that's what I'm working on when I'm not working on something secret.
We're almost
done with the secrets.
Yep.
It's almost done.
Well, that's the only thing secret left is your project that we're still working on. The rest has been revealed.
No, the ones that the one that I just finished and couldn't wear today. It hasn't been revealed.
No, but I mean we finished it.
Oh yeah, that project is finished. We're not going to talk about it.
We're just
until January.
It's no longer in our hands.
The other one we're going to talk now. But last project that is still not done, almost done, but I'm still working on it, is the mystery holiday box that we launched at Knit City. So we did work a little bit during the vacation, just setting up the shop.
And you and Emmy wanted to make a live to announce the box. And we were in Vancouver. She was in Paris, so we had 9 hours.
Yeah, 9 hours difference. She was. We actually were both working elsewhere. Like we were in Squamish, almost going to Vancouver to go to Knit City, and she was in Lyon, and not Paris, for her. Was it Knit Eat or something like that?
Knit Eat.
Yeah, in Lyon. It was like an in-person event, an in-person yarn event. So we made it live.
Yeah, and even her friend Edith connected and said, "Hi from Laval." So everyone
was there. Yeah. Every time zone was represented. So we launched a box. It was a great success. Thank you for everyone that got one.
This was so exciting to be able to finally announce it because we've been working on it for such a long time.
Yeah.
Working with Emmy is fantastic. We were excited to share the news.
It was, well, maybe I can talk about the box a little bit, how it worked. Basically, we each dyed half of this yarn that you're going to see in there. We had a set amount of yarn. I'm still not going to reveal number of skeins and stuff, but she dyed half of it and I dyed half of it. We both sent each other the quantities that the other needed to build the boxes, and we worked together. We got inspiration. The theme was from Montreal to Paris, because already the theme that I had in mind, if we were we're doing the box another year, and we had just spent December 2 weeks or 10 days in I don't know, like 8 to 10 days in Paris in December in 2020. Yeah. So like when we started thinking about, I'm always thinking about stuff. So I already had like the Paris team in mind. When MA said she wanted to collaborate on a project, we talked like just collaboration in general, but then it ended up becoming the mystery box. The holidays. So we said that the theme was going to be from Montreal to Paris, and that I would dye skeins and colorways inspired by my vision of Paris, and she would dye colorways and stuff inspired by Montreal.
It was a great way for us to be able to travel and see each other without being able to.
Yeah.
When we designed that, yeah.
So we'd like built a mood board and like pinned some pictures on it. I remember like she pinned one. I'm like, I don't even know where that is, but it's pretty. And then so we went back and forth saying like, oh, I'm gonna like, I want to dye like this colorway, and then she said like, for example, I want to dye this colorway based on this, and she said, oh, okay, so then like I'm gonna dye this, and they're gonna be like not the same but still like playing well with each other. So we ended up with like 2 palettes that really like work well together, because I am looking over there because they're there like,
yeah, you see right now just like a wall of yarn behind us, but to our right or to your left there's boxes of yarn that are being wrapped, because every weekend we're doing a little wrap party with friends where we just like sip cocktail, listen to music, and then wrap all these.
If any of you have attended the live where Max switched the camera and showed the camera around and showed like how messy the apartment was,
because our first shop update we were still living with all of this in our own apartment, and it was our first shop update, so we didn't really knew what's gonna happen and everything. All our boxes were there. We were supposed to attend the first Knit City, so we had like furniture that was going to be in a booth. So in my phone there was this place where we were. It was the only corner that was clean, and at the end where I just hit the button to end the live, I just switched the damn camera and it showed the big mess everywhere. I was mortified.
So thankfully we cannot switch this camera around, and we're not gonna pan anything. It's a mess, but there's like boxes, and we're already starting to wrap everything.
We're halfway done.
Yeah.
Of wrapping everything. Yeah. Almost.
No, because you haven't done the one that Lauriane was preparing today.
But the boxes are already sold out. If you've missed it, we're sorry. We're always trying to do a good amount, as much as we can, but without stretching ourselves too much, because these are projects that take a lot of time, a lot of energy, but they're so freaking fun to do. But our team is always growing, so we get to do more and more stuff.
Yeah, because we did a lot more than our first year, which was fun, but now we have to do like a lot more wrapping and packing and everything.
But last year was during the pandemic. There was a lot of strict rule, so I had to wrap up everything by myself.
Right. But now we can have wrapping parties.
Yeah, which is really fun.
Which I'm not attending because I dyed.
You're still dying.
I dyed everything. Yeah. So I'm working. All that to say that I'm working on a design that's gonna go with the box. It's gonna incorporate all of the yarn that's in it. I'm gonna try and like use as much as possible, but we still have to take into account that people might be looser, so I still have to keep a little amount. But yeah, we're gonna use all the yarn. We're gonna have it take the form of a mystery knit along, which is exciting because we're gonna host our first mystery, like you hosted.
It wasn't a mystery, but yeah, it was a knit along. But you knew exactly what you were making. Yeah, this time around it's going to be a...
It's going to be a mystery knit along. There's going to be at least 3, if not 4 clues.
Because people will actually get to unravel each mini skein starting at the winter solstice, so December 21st.
Yep.
And the last skein will be...
December 20th. And then the last skein will last it's a skein, so we can say it. Last skein is going to be December 31st. And then the Mystery in the Long is going to start either on the 1st or the 2nd, depending on if I feel festive
or hungover.
And I want to reserve the 1st as a holiday, like still a holiday. But it's still going to start like very early in the new year. And
if you didn't get a chance to buy the box, you're going to be able to know all the yarn information.
Yeah.
So you're going to be able to shop for yarn, or even this would be a great project for stash busting, because we're going to use Vincent's going to use a lot of mini skeins, which mean you could just like go with leftovers from projects.
We actually said that in the post, so I can tell it. Like there's 8 mini skeins and 2 full skeins of yarn. If you got last year's box, ours, it's the same amount of yarn, so it could work. If not, you can use your stash, and we might have kits.
There's going to be more information about this
later, and we're going to talk about it. We might, like, the colorways from the box are going to be exclusive to people who got the box, and the mix of yarn is going to be exclusive as well. But we might have kits depending on our schedules. But it's going to be all. Like my kits are going to be all my yarn, and Emma's kits are going to be Emma's yarn, but it's still going to be a very fun project. Stay tuned.
New in the shop, there's a pre-order for a book, a brand new book that is coming out in November. It's called Worsted, and it's curated by Amy from La Bien-Aimée, which we just talked about. It's a book published by Len Magazine, and it highlights designs that are created using Corey Worsted, which is a brand new based exclusive at La Bien-Aimée that Amy has she designed that yarn herself. I've worked with it. It's amazing, and I've actually have a design in it.
Yay!
Another secret revealed!
Yay!
It's the Yesteryear's sweater. It's a big yoke with a 2-color color work. It's really bold and graphic, so any 2 kind of color would easily work together. You could actually make it low contrast, high contrast, whatever floats your boat. It's really fun to make, and since Corey Worsted is a worsted weight yarn, it goes again quite quickly to do. So the book is available for pre-order. I'm in it, and I'm not alone. I'm surrounded by great designers, and I'm gonna actually let you know everyone, because everyone needs to be mentioned. There's Nadia Crétin-Lechaine, Stephen West, Sylvia Watts Sherry, Andrea Maury, Tiffany Lynn, Sasha Green, Nora Coffin, Maxim Steer, which is me, Nancy Marchand, and Thieu Lam. I've seen all the swatches of everyone while we were designing, and I couldn't wait for the design to be revealed because they're all really, really cool.
Yeah, all the designs are revealed. You can like browse around on La Bien-Aimé's site. There's a bunch of pictures in the book, like from the book, that you can see, and all designs are amazing.
It's gonna be a big yellow book because yellow is Amy's color. Cannot wait to see it in real life.
Yeah, so we have those for pre-order. It's gonna be published
mid-November.
Yeah, November 19th.
This is what they're hoping for the date, but with COVID and everything, we never know exactly. It's the same thing. All of my books.
It's not so much now as COVID as like a lot of issues with shipping and supply chain and price of gas and price of fuel and everything. So we don't know. So far it's November 19th. And just a reminder, we talked about it quickly, but I'm gonna put some kits of the original colorway. I'm hoping that everyone will get a chance to get it. So it's gonna be like kind of a pre-order because we are leaving again for a week. So I'm gonna put them on the shop before we leave, but then Rémi, who works with me, is gonna dye all your kits while I'm gone. And new base, who dis? Another time. Let's make that joke another time. I really loved my Twist DK base, which you can see like here and here, there, is 100% superwash merino, light DK. It has a cabled construction, which means that you have 4 plies of 2 plies of yarn. So the yarn is comprised, like if you unravel it a little bit, you're gonna get like 4 plies, and each of those 4 plies is actually like a 2 ply. And I really, really like the construction and the way that yarn was knitting up and dye and taking up the dye. But since I dye a lot of garments, I need something that's a little bit more robust and hard wearing. So I asked Chester to actually recreate that yarn, but with 100% superwash blue face Leicester. And I have a new base. Ta-da! It's actually the same. It kind of looks the same. It's the same yardage, but the feel is so different. It's going to be a little bit more hard wearing. I wrote a post that I might, an Instagram post, and I might transform into a kind of a blog post about BFL and its benefits. But BFL has, it's a little less soft, but it's still like super soft. But it's a little.
It's not rustic. It's more.
Not rustic. Yeah. If you look at microns, merino is like 11.5 to like 25 microns, and this is 24 to 28.
What is micron again?
Micron is the like width of like diameter of the diameter or circumference. I think it's diameter of the actual like hair, like the fleece. Each hair is and the smaller the micron, the softer the yarn is, but also the smaller the micron and the more easily it can break. And that's what happens when I knit merino, and that maybe that's only me, but my sweater needs to be pilled as soon as I'm done knitting it, because merino has a tendency to pill a lot more than BFL. And BFL also has longer staples. The staple length of the fiber is longer. The staple length is the length of each individual air. It's about so it's on average longer than merino, so it has like a lot more durability. It's more hard wearing, so you can wear it more without it pilling. You could actually also make socks out of these, like DK socks out of these yarns without the
It
nylon.
really has a lot of structure.
Yeah.
So like a sweater that it's not gonna feel heavy and then stretch.
It's not
gonna happen with this.
Yeah, and the actual hairs are, instead of being crimped like merino, so like like crimped hair, like the 80s trend.
Fashion trend.
Yeah, fashion trend. Merino.
You would look good with it with your long hair.
Maybe not. Merino wool is crimped, like the hairs are crimped, but BFL is like curled, so it retakes its shape a lot more easily than merino. So when it's wet or when you block it, it's not going to stretch as much.
This is the base we're gonna have all the time in our shop.
Yeah.
You've dyed up all our colors.
Yeah, all 24 colorways, current 24 colorways.
Like in my hands here I have Cardi's Ochre.
Yes.
Then it's Alex Snowfield, this one, and this is Emma Stone.
Yeah.
So if you've always wondered what they look next to each other, one is colder and one is warmer. Really pretty.
And this is Max's Khaki, Carmen's Story, Lyra's Hat, and Cheryl's Coal Gray. And we have all of them. It's going to be like a staple in the shop. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the merino one, because I love this one.
We're gonna have to compare.
Yeah. But I'm gonna make a lot of sweaters in this. If you have like suggestions, like not Max's sweaters, because I want to knit something else.
Why don't you want to knit my sweater? Because you get one for free, like right now, or the one you've just shopped this one off my back.
So new base.
Yep, and you're gonna see other design from us in this space because I cannot wait to work with it. So that's it. This is actually in the shop right now. We don't have any shop update coming up right now that needs to be put on any calendar. There's plenty of stuff currently in the shop.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff. There's might be some stuff added, but it's gonna be added like that.
But I'll just then tease something really cool. Our product, which is a collaboration with someone we love, will be in store in November.
Next time we talk.
Well, it was nice seeing you, even though we don't see you. You just see us.
Well, we saw you. Like we wanted.
This is true. Yeah.
I wanted to mention it in the opening when we were talking about Knit City, but thank you to everyone who came to see us and say hi, and a lot, and it was new to us that people who didn't know really the patterns or the yarn yet,
or more about our lives,
found out about the actual vlog that we do, and came and got to know us from the vlog.
It's a great icebreaker.
I got to, like, I found you thanks to your thing, to your vlog. So it's nice to know for us that your people are watching.
Yeah, we're happy to hear that you get to disconnect from reality for an hour and hear us talk about knitting and see me purchase too much stuff that I will all knit them one day.
Yes.
But still. All right. Well, have a nice month. We'll see you in November.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers. Yay!
Whose birthdays are it?
Whose birthdays are it?